Today, we're going to talk to you all about what credit score do banks use for home loans. Okay. So let's get right into it because there's a lot of things that's happening right now. As a matter of fact, speaking of things that's happening, make sure you guys go ahead and check out our 90-day home buying challenge. Scan that QR code to learn more. For those who don't know, we help a lot of people qualify for home ownership nationwide. Okay. It doesn't matter what your situation is. We can help you just like we help these people right there. All right. So now, what credit score do banks use for home loans? Here's the deal. Number one, right now, banks are using the FICO 2 and 4 scores. Okay. Now, this isn't something that you have to worry about necessarily. And what I mean by that is that when you actually go to a lender and they run your credit, these are the scores that they're automatically going to see. Okay. So now, for those who don't know, you actually have scores in different categories. Okay. So just like when you're looking to get an auto loan, they see your auto score. When you're looking to get a credit card, they see your credit card score. Okay. When you're looking to get a mortgage, they look at what you call your mortgage scores. Okay. If you want to see what those scores are before you go to a lender, simply go to myfico, that's myfico.com, and then you'll see where it says their advanced plan. Okay. With that advanced plan, you'll be able to get that. You don't have to keep it. It's a monthly plan. You don't have to keep it if you don't want to. But this is how you see all of your category scores. Usually, when you're looking at your credit score, those are just your overall scores. Okay. So it's like it's just going to show you what your score is overall. But if you want to see that category score, this is what you need to see. This is what the lenders look at. This is what banks look at. So if you want to see the scores that they see, that's where you got to go. Now, by quarter three, or quarter four of this year, more banks will approve VantageScore 4.0. Okay. Now, many banks have already started to approve this. Okay. Many banks have already started to approve this. Okay. And let me show you all what that looks like right here as well too. Okay. But you guys will be able to see this. Give me 1 second because now states have already started to process these scores. Chicago's one of those states. And now we now have, of course, new information that now Dallas, Texas is now taking these scores as well. So I'm going to share this tab. Give me 1 second so you guys can actually see this as well too. So right there on your screen, you're seeing right here, supporting future homeowners, FHLB, okay, Dallas, that's the Federal Home Loan Bank of Dallas, now accepts mortgage applications with VantageScore 4.0, okay? So again, they announced this. By the way, this was January 21st, okay? And again, like I said, this has been going on since 2018. The Credit Score Competition Act signed into law by the Trump administration back then, okay? But it's been taking all of these years to go into place. For those who have been rocking with me since 2015, we've been talking about this stuff. Okay, we've been talking about this. People thought it was a game. They was like, no. By the way, for people who don't know, VantageScore is the engine. It's the algorithm that is used by a lot of free credit scoring algorithms, and some of you all's favorite, Credit Karma. That's right. So when you go to Credit Karma, okay, right now in Dallas, Texas, they are accepting this credit score. Not just there, New York, Chicago, okay? There are many other states as well too. I told you by the end of 2025, so probably by like third quarter, fourth quarter, you're going to see this being more popularized as well. So this means if you've ever been denied for home ownership, you need to swing back around because again, you may be able to get approved just by your Credit Karma score. Okay, just remember you heard this here first. Okay, again, this is right here in Dallas. Okay, so again, you're going to see now, mind you, the Federal Home Loan Bank is plenty of them nationwide, but either way, FHL Bank is plenty of them nationwide, but they're slowly rolling this whole process out so they can make sure. But here's the list right here. So the Federal Home Loan Bank of New York, the Federal Home Loan Bank of Chicago, the Federal Loan Home Bank of San Francisco, and the entire Veterans Administration. Okay. So again, if you're looking to get a VA loan, you most definitely could do that as well too. But this is going to be huge. 33 million people nationwide, 33 million more people will now qualify for homeownership just because of their Credit Karma or Vantage scores. Okay, let's get right back into what we was talking about. All right. So now next is Again, like I mentioned, now here's another thing to keep in mind too. Keep in mind in 2026 or possibly by the fourth quarter of this year, one of the credit bureaus will no longer be used for mortgages. This is major news. This is major news. Now, for those of you all who have not seen my video, the FICO and Credit Karma changes that's coming in 2025. Make sure you guys go ahead and check out that video as soon as you can. It breaks down all the credit score changes that's happening this year. Okay, this is just a snippet of this, but anyway, in 2026 or possibly the quarter four of 2025, they're only going to be using 2 out of 3 credit bureaus for mortgages only. Now we don't know if that other bureau, we don't even know which bureau is going to be, but let me give you guys, listen, I don't know if it's going to be TransUnion, and here's why I say this. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, as we know, has already sued Experian. Then they turn around and they find two different things. They find Equifax, right? They haven't said anything about TransUnion, just so we're clear. So I don't know, that it could be up in the air, right? We're going to see how this whole thing works out. But by the end of the year, they were saying that they're only going to probably use 2 out of 3 credit bureaus for approvals with mortgages. This is going to be this is already the biggest year in the credit industry. Okay. So we'll keep you guys posted for sure. But as of right now, 3 are used for FICO. For those who don't know, this is how it currently works. They look at all 3 of your scores from the 3 major credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. They drop the highest, they drop the lowest. Okay. They drop the highest, they drop the lowest, and then they go by what you call your middle score. Okay. They're going to go by your middle score. Okay. So again, that's what you got to know for sure. Okay. Is that again, they drop the highest, they drop the lowest. That's your middle score. Now, the minimum score that you're going to need, that middle score needs to be at least a 580 credit score. It needs to be at least a 580 credit score, and you can get up to 4 units. You can get up to 4 units nationwide. Okay, with this, they just also increased the FHA loan limit as well too, so you can buy more property. Okay, because the prices have increased and things of that sort. All right. Now, here's another thing to consider as well too. If your credit score is not there, if your credit score is not there, you may need a game plan. You may need a strategy. Now, we got 1,800 videos on our YouTube channel. You could easily watch certain videos, follow what I'm saying in those videos, and improve your credit score. However, if you want to speed this up, if you want my team and I to take a look at your credit report, we can most definitely do that. Okay. But again, just letting you know, if your score is not there, this is the year. If your goal is to go into homeownership this year, we most definitely can help you. All right. Let me know if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns inside the chat. Yes, I'm sure you guys can hear me today. Okay. Yesterday was crazy. I just edited that video too. So I blocked out the whole silence and all that. So that's all fixed now. Okay. But anyway, you know what time it is. It's story time. All right. So real quick, this is a couple that we helped go into homeownership. A couple that we've been working with. Just man, very great couple that we work with, and they didn't have everything that was in place for homeownership at the time, but they were like super close. We just had to show them just a couple small tweaks that they needed to do to go into home ownership. Okay, and sure enough, they did that. They got in one. They first off, they bought a property in one of the top school districts in Illinois. Let's just start there. Okay, and not only that, but let me tell you something. They really fought hard to get this particular house completely remodeled. All they had to do was bring their furniture. This property was already set up. Okay. Everything was remodeled. Y'all can see it. There's a bar, like that's the kitchen attached to the living room, it's an open, wide space, beautiful home that they were able to get. But listen, they did not meet the qualifications at first. They didn't meet them. But that's okay though. See, most lenders, if you don't meet the qualifications for a home, they just say, hey, they kick you out and they say, hey, call me when you're ready. Then you get real estate agents. They don't mean no harm. No one teaches real estate agents about credit and things of that sort. They don't have time for that. So when you say, hey, listen, I want to buy a house, but my credit's not there, guess what? They say, hey, listen, call me when you're ready. Not at 850 Club. We're going to hold your hand. We're going to walk you through the entire home buying process, answer your questions along the way. And we're going to give you some credit tips as well. But if you need a custom, like personalized situation, we got you. We got you there too. But either way, our 90-day home buying challenge, our orientation is starting soon. Our orientation is starting soon. So again, if you all have not gotten that information, scan that QR code right now so you all can at least learn about the 90-day home buying challenge. Okay. Listen, this challenge, I'm telling you, we create plenty of homeowners. Let me go back to that page. Listen, some of the people right here that you're looking at, some of them were a part of our 90-day home buying challenge. Okay. Now, some of them also didn't need credit help at all. Some of them were ready to go right then and there. And they was like, you know what? I'm ready to go into home ownership. I just got a few questions that need to be answered. Then some people thought that they couldn't go into home ownership, right? They had no idea that they was like, you know what? There's no way I qualify for home ownership. And they were literally either inches away or they already met the qualifications. And then you got some people on this that you're looking at right now where their credit score, it was not there. It was not there. Listen, we treat everybody the same. I don't care if you're at 850 or if you're a 300. We're going to treat you the same exact way. And don't worry, listen, if you are 300, that's fine. Let's get you up to where you need to be. That's what this 90-day challenge is all about. Now, it's not just about improving credit scores and things of that sort. It's going to be also letting you know what to expect, how to find these down payment assistance programs that everybody keep talking about, right? What questions should you be asking your lender, your attorney? What questions should you be asking your real estate agent, right? All of those things, again, these are things that you need to know for sure. All right. Either way, let me go ahead and jump into the comment section so we can go ahead and get these questions answered. And if you all have any questions and things of that sort, Jason says, has the 90-day challenge started yet? Yes, it had. No, sorry. The orientation's coming up. Oh, Jason, man, we doing it. Listen, now Jason was in our last 90-day home buying challenge. Jason, tell everybody in the comments if you're still here. And if I don't see an answer in there, don't worry, I'll tell everybody what the story is. But tell everybody how the 90-day challenge was for you. Just put a little bit inside the chat if you can. If not, I'll circle back. But it has not yet started. But listen, when Jason was with us, well, I think last year, we didn't have all the stuff we added this time. When Jason was with us, we had 3 master classes, and that was it. Now we have an orientation. It's an orientation. There's 3 master classes, and we added on 9 Q&A calls. Some are in the morning, early in the morning too. Not super early, but like early enough. And some are going to be in the evening. So listen, we're going to make sure no one gets out of here with questions that need to be answered. And we're sending reminder text messages. One of the things people was talking about last year, they said, oh my God, I missed the class. I missed the class. Now they can watch the replay, but then you get your questions answered. You're around. See, when you want to go into home ownership and you're hanging around other people that want to go into home ownership, guess what chances are that you're going to become a homeowner, right? It's almost like trying to quit smoking, but then you hanging around smokers. Man, that's difficult. That's tough. Anybody ever tried to be on a diet before? Let me know. Anybody in the comments, let me know in the comments below. Have you ever tried to be on a diet before? And then somebody's eating crazy food around you. Usually that's me, and my wife usually is the ones like, hey, we got to eat better. And I'm the one that's trying to get some Uncle Remus for those people that are in Chicago, right? Or some nachos, cheese, and meat. But anyway, anyway, my point is that it's difficult to accomplish a goal when you're around people and they may be inadvertently keeping you from your goal. This is what the community is all about. So right now, the challenge is the 90-day home buying challenge. But listen, we're going to be talking about business credit coming up. We're going to be talking about lowering your car payment, high limit credit cards. No matter what your credit goal is in 2025, the answer is going to be in our 850 Club Elite community. Okay. So again, either way, so I'll go ahead and jump into the comments a little bit later on that. Let me go ahead and move myself over just a little bit. Facebook, I know you guys can't see me, but don't worry, you guys can hear me. That's what matters. Okay. All right. So anyway, let's go and jump back into the comments real quick. Let me move myself just a little bit. Okay. Queen, what's going on? Appreciate you being here as well, too. Driven to Succeed says 542 model. Okay, that's what's yep. Absolutely. He's talking about the scores as well too. All right. Grinding for the bag. What's going on, sir? All right. Hope to see you inside the community as well. DL Miller, Dallas is in the building. Like, listen, Dallas been getting some crazy weather. And shot you and Jason, because Jason's out there in Georgia near Atlanta. So that's what's up. So now, of course, Queen. All right. Appreciate you being here. R Lake is in the house, California. Paramount, California in the building. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, I can't wait until that day. Yeah, it's most definitely gonna be crazy for sure. Okay. Now 1800 wows. Oh yeah, I know. Yes. 1800 videos. It's been a long ride, man. It's been a long, you know what? A lot of that is shorts too, but not a whole lot. Okay. Maybe 500. No, probably 400 could be shorts. But listen, y'all listen, I've been talking a lot. For those, it's crazy. My older sister was talking about this the other day. And she was like, man, it's crazy how you used to get in trouble, in school and about talking too much. And so YouTube was the perfect thing for me because we could talk all day. That's for sure. But yes, it's so many videos for sure. Grinder says, I spoke to Mike from your team today. There you go. There you go. There you go. Listen, a lot of you all got a call. Who else got a call from Mike today? Some of you all got a call from Mike today. Okay, listen, I'm telling you, it's way different this year. You can no longer tell us your goals and then just think we're not going to take that seriously. Now, you may tell your friends a goal and then they'll never ask you again. You may even tell your spouse or your parents your goals. And people get busy. But see, we care about those goals. We're going to follow up with you. Listen, I almost cursed. We're going to be on your behind this year. Okay. So you say you want to lower that car payment? We following up. Okay. You say you want to buy that house? We right behind you, right next to you, really. You say you want to buy that car? What questions do you have? Right? This is a different channel. See, I know it's a lot of channels out here. You can get information. This year, we're holding your hand. This year, you're not alone. Okay. This year, we're going to make sure you have everything as best as we can. Now, I'm not trying to, again, overdo it or anything like that. I'm just being real. We're trying to, we got the videos, but remember, it's two things. Remember, it's two things, everybody. It's information and execution. It's information and execution. So the videos are going to give you the information. I know y'all been watching this. Y'all been watching this channel since 2015. However, this is the year we're going to execute. Now you're like, oh man, Calvin, I ain't trying to do all that. No problem. A lot of people say they want to lose weight and don't change nothing. Listen, I'm one of those people. I'm like, man, listen, I'm gaining weight. My face is starting to fill on in. My clothes ain't fitting right. Right. But then it's like, okay, I got to eat different. I know I do. But food shouldn't taste so damn good. But anyway, but I've at least accepted, like, okay, you got to be serious. I was in the gym today, by the way. So y'all ain't got to feel sorry for me. I was in the gym today. But my point is that, again, it's execution. We know we got to do the work. This ain't like going to the gym. This is really just following a couple steps. A few steps, getting the education, but then said, okay, what do I need to do to put myself in position? Okay. This year, we're going to make sure you're in position. Okay. So then some of the people, check this out. Some of the people that I interview will be doing Q&As inside the community. So listen, it's about to get crazy. It's about to get crazy. I'm just letting y'all know in advance. Okay. Mike said he wanted to go into homeownership. Okay. So that's grinding for the bag. No, I'm sorry. Grinding for the bag says, listen, he want to go into homeownership. He done messed around and signed up to get more information. That's what happened. Listen, that's what happens when y'all scan that QR code. Sure enough, my team reached out and said, listen, you trying to buy this house? What we doing? Right. And again, listen, our biggest thing is saying, listen, what do we need to do? What do you need from us? What do you need from 850 Club to help you accomplish your goal? That's all I'm asking, because we care. We care. All right. Queen says, what? She says, see, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all did that. God bless them. Congratulations to them. Absolutely, Queen. All right. So Blonde says, do you think the Credit Saint is a good option for credit repair? I've heard of them, but man, I haven't heard anything necessarily bad, but I have heard of them, for sure. But I mean, it just depends what you guys are looking for. Listen, there's a lot of options out here in general. For those who don't know, we help you improve your credit score. We do have the game plan as well. Okay. So again, just putting that out there. All right. Jason says, when does it start? I got to get in again. I'm close already. Just need a month or two. We got you, Jason. Also, too, sorry for the passing of your grandmother as well, too. I did see that comment right when I shut down the stream yesterday, and I could not add that comment. So appreciate you being here, man, as well, too. All right. Jason says it was easy. Now, listen, y'all listening to somebody who was in my last 90-day challenge. Jason says it was easy. It boosted my score from a 500 to like a 700. My granny just passed away, so I didn't follow through. We understand completely, man. We understand completely, and sorry for your loss as well. Jason says it works, though. They'll get you where you need to be. Y'all hear that? So again, this is what we do here. And this is just for homeownership. We haven't even gotten to lowering your car payment. We haven't even gotten into that. We haven't even gotten into buying a car or improving your credit score in general, get that high limit credit card, business credits. We haven't even gotten into these other topics yet. Okay. We making sure you get everything accomplished this year. Now, I know some people, they focus on certain things. We making sure every aspect of credit. If I don't know it, I will bring you trustworthy people that do know this information. Okay. So I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, well, I know everything. I don't know everything. I try to spend time in rooms where I don't know much in that room. See, if you know everything, you can't grow. Okay. Remember that. If you know everything, if you got all the answers, you can't grow. Get in a room where you can grow this year. Okay. It doesn't have to be my community, but get in something where you can grow. Okay. You say, well, I go to church. That's one day a week. You need more than that. Listen, the world is it's always something with the world. It's always something on the news. It's always something. You got to combat that. Right. And again, that's you. This is stuff this is information you need to hear anyway. This ain't got nothing to do with the community. You need to be around people that are goal oriented. Otherwise, you're gonna find yourself binge watching something. There's nothing wrong with binge watching. I know everybody talking about Severance right now. People are talking about something else. Listen, I love Snowfall. I was binge watching Snowfall. Right. My friends told me about Power 3-4 years after it had came out. I had never watched it. Binge watched the whole thing. So I get my binge on too, right? We be Netflix and then chilling, right? Whatever you want to call it. Here's the deal. But you got to make time for yourself. You got to make time to grow. You got to make time to sharpen the axe. Some of you all just show up to the tree of life every day with a dull axe, and it takes you a longer time. You got to get around people where things are sharp. You got to get around people where the goal is common, right? Where they've or get in a room where they've accomplished things that you're looking to accomplish. You got to think different in 2025. Or, hey, you're going to end up in the same place as last year, same place as 5 years ago. You have to grow. But see, part of growth is finding the information. That's why you're here. This is the information. But don't forget number 2. Anybody remember number 2? Somebody put execution inside the comments. Hopefully they don't flag me for that. But listen, we're going to be executing our goals this year. We're going to be executing the steps to get to our goals this year. I'm not preaching. This is regular, regular, you can do it talk. If you want negativity, just call up anybody. Call up one of your friends or family members. Everybody got that negative cousin, that negative uncle, whoever that person is in your life. They will tell you all the drama and hoopla that's going on, right? Listen, we need to be going after something. You only live once. Y'all see what's going on in Gaza. Y'all see what's going on in Africa almost every day. Come on now. So again, what are you live in America? Everybody watching this right now lives in America. You all understand that? Don't get me wrong. We get a little bit of racism, some random politics, and a whole bunch of other craziness, right? But when you really look at it, it's not horrible. It's not horrible. There are people that live in horrible places, right? But here's the deal. Are you taking advantage of what's yours in America? Are you taking advantage of that? Or are you constantly blaming somebody else? It's only so long you can keep blaming whoever's president. You can't do nothing about that. It's only so long you can keep blaming the weather. Can't do nothing about that. Can't do nothing about that. It's only so long you can keep blaming inflation. Can't do nothing about that. It's only so long you can keep blaming these interest rates. Interest rates was double digits back in the 1990s. Anybody in here for the 1990s? Then 1990s, I was watching TV, Family Matters, Power Rangers, Rocco's Modern Life, stuff like that. Hey Arnold, I'm an 80s baby, man, 88. But my point is, there were double-digit interest rates in the 90s. I did my research. And so I'm talking 12%, 13% to buy a house. Now it's in the single-digit interest rates. It's only so much you can control. Some of you all need to be the president of your own house. Start there. Okay. Don't focus on what the 97% of people focus on. You'll get lost. You'll get lost. You'll get into complaining zone where you're just complaining about everything. And you end up just being negative and don't even know you're being negative. It just comes out. You know that the average child, by the time that they get, I think it's like 7 or 5 years old, they hear the word no 200,000 times. I think that's pretty high. Insane how they did this study. 200,000 times a child has heard the word no by the time I think they're 5 or 7. And they've heard the word yes. They've heard the word yes less than, I think, 50,000 times. Why does that matter? Because we are rewired to almost be negative, right? When you hear an opportunity, it's like, oh, well, how far is it? How much does it cost? What do I got to do? But if Mary J. Blige is coming to your city, if Beyonce is coming in town, you ain't got no questions. You ain't got no questions. If it's a free buffet line, you ain't got no questions, right? I don't know if it's a buffet line, but y'all, you get my point though, right? Is what are you in order for you to have a new life in 2025? Guess what you got to do? You got to give up your old life. You got to give up something. That's why it's called a decision, right? Decide. Okay. So if you break the word down, part of that word means to cut. You got to cut. You got to let something go. What are you willing to let go in 2025 to accomplish your goals? Now you say, well, Calvin, I ain't trying to hit none of that. No problem. No problem. You probably don't hit too many goals often thinking like that. Doesn't matter what that is. This is positive self-talk. This is, hey, listen, you can do it. You can do it. Listen, let me show y'all something. There are people right here that said that they couldn't do it either. Right here. Somebody told them, listen, I know this couple. Listen, this young girl right here, I know them very well. There are people there were people that were close to her that told her she couldn't go into homeownership. Crazy. She's a homeowner now. This lady right here, plenty of people told her, hey, listen, you got to wait. You got to do this. She's rooting for everybody else. Finally, a homeowner. Y'all better stop listening to these people. I mean, if you want to, you do what you want to do. Y'all grown. You do what you want to. Queen says, that's what I need. A reminder, fam. I get so busy. We all do. We all do. We all do. DL says the game plan says I'm ready. I think I may give it a shot. Come on, DL Miller. Let's do it. DL says I still need business credit. We got you. Listen, I got some people coming up inside the community is going to be the cheat code. The community is going to be the cheat code. You know why? You know how like when I interview people and y'all have questions in the comments, if I can't answer them, if I can't, I'll at least start saying, hey, I can't answer this one. But anyway, a lot of the times I interview the people and sometimes they come back and sometimes they come back and answer some of the questions inside the comments. And sometimes they get busy. They got their own channels. In the community, we're going to start bringing them into the community and they're going to be answering a lot of your pressing questions. Oh, yeah, it's about to get crazy. I promise you that. Queen says, business is what I'm trying to grow more of since I have a transition from a sole proprietor to an S Corp. It's like starting all over with the revenue. See? Man, those are high-level conversations. Those are six-figure plus type conversations. Okay, Queen? All right. Queen says, Jason says, Queen, that's dope. How'd you do that? Listen. That's what we're going to be doing. Risa Butler is in the house, another community member. Appreciate you being here. All right. Queen says, I'm working on everything, Jason. I got to get Calvin's team. He go to assist me. We are here. All right. So now JR Hill says, hello, 850 Club. How are you doing? Appreciate you. Yes, man. Appreciate you being here. For sure. All right. DL says, if you're the smartest person in your circle, you're in the wrong circle. Listen, DL been reading some books. He been hanging around the right people. All right. Queen says, I'm blessed by the best. Absolutely. So Jason says, I got to get it together, Calvin. It's supposed to be helping me with my trucking company. Oh, yeah. You better believe it. Listen, we're going to be to my business credit heavy. We're going to be to my bit. We're going to have some funding specialists in there as well, too. We will slowly bring this into it, and I'll keep you all posted. But right now is homeownership, so we can get this out the way. And don't worry. We're going to make sure everybody's good. Queen says execution. DL says execution, right? Queen says love your lives. Family matters. Yep. Listen, y'all know the times. Y'all know the times. What's going on, Wesley? All right. For sure. Staycation in 2025. There you go. Grinding for the bag says, as of today, I'm 2 weeks alcohol free. Man, that's the one right there. That's the one right there. Congratulations to you. So listen, you improving your credit score and getting better on that end as well, too. And congratulations to you. Well, listen, we ain't gonna hold y'all up. We ain't gonna hold y'all up. Greatly appreciate you all coming through today for sure. Okay. Greatly appreciate you all. Listen, we're gonna be here again. But listen, like I said, 90-day home buying challenge. Make sure you guys go ahead and scan that QR code to learn more. Okay. Now, the 90-day home buying challenge is inside of our community. The community is a monthly fee. It's month to month. You can cancel or stop at any time. Okay. But here's the thing, we're going to bring you so much value inside of this community. Not to mention, I go live every week. Okay. We had an issue with the live this week. I don't know what happened, but I go live every single week to answer your questions. Okay. Your credit questions, and anything I cannot answer, we'll most definitely get someone else in there as well, too. But I'm very well versed in a lot of that as well, too. All right. But either way, not going to hold y'all up. Listen, we'll see you all on the next video. Have a good one. And again, if you haven't got the information, make sure you guys go ahead and grab it. See you all in the next video.